Hi, welcome to A2ZKnowledge.com. So in this video, we are going to discuss about nested function in Scala. So Scala has many function types since Scala is a functional programming language, and Scala comes under both functional as well as object-oriented programming. Generally, if you take programming languages like Python, Scala, even Java from 1.8, they have introduced functional concept. So why we need this functional programming when there is an object-oriented is already exist? So now today in modern world, the modern applications which we are using need more number of programs, codings, 100 lines, 200 lines, even more than that. So these kind of functional programming languages comes with also object oriented concepts which are included with those languages, which gives us the an advantage of writing the completing the application with less number of codes. This is one advantage, just in a layman approach I'm trying to explain. So this is where we are getting more functional concepts, where you will be having more flexible and control towards the function in your application. So I have given all the introduction videos plus object-oriented concepts and many other Scala functional programming concepts too in my playlist. And you can find that playlist link in my description box of this video, where you can get all the complete Scala videos. Okay, now we can jump into the practical. So you have already heard about this term. What is nested function? Yeah, a function, I write a function within another function is called a nested function, and I call a function within another function is called a nested function. So first of all, why we need a nested function? I can even achieve the same in the normal function, right? I can write multiple functions instead of writing a nested function. Yes, you can write, but still, if you know nested function and you know how to implement it, it will be very useful in the very in different cases. If you see, like for example, why we are first of all writing a function in a program, we can write everything in a sequence line of code, right? How we do in C. Okay, no, I need to break. I have a big task and I need to break it. So I break it into small function. I have given you a task of write up code. You have to develop and calculate an application. So what you do, you have to create some function, addition, subtraction, multiplication. So division, you are creating functions. Now think about, you have splitted one big task into multiple tasks. So this subtask again has a multiple task. What you will do, so your big task has a subtask, and again the subtask need one more nested subtask. So in that case, we need to write a nested task within a subtask, right? A subtask within a subtask. Okay. So here you can even able to write a nested task for your subtask in anywhere in your code, but the thing is it is irrelevant, right? So I'm having a 5 subtask inside my addition method, but what you are doing, you are, instead of writing that as a nested function within the addition method, you are writing somewhere in the code. It is not even a relevant one. When someone look into the code, they will get confused kind of thing. And one more big advantage is you can hide the entire functionality of your function. Okay, I'm just seeing it's just an addition function, but when I execute that particular function, I'm getting many other functionalities. Since the addition function in turns, it has a many nested functions which is doing that functionality. It has been hidden, right? So it's up to you again, and some cases where you have to use nested function, there is some cases that you will be facing. For example, when you create a factorial program in Scala, you can able to get the program in internet. So in that program, that which you need to use a nested function, so where we have some mandatory place where we need a nested function. Yes, exactly. So Scala supports nested function, and now I'm going to show you the example how to implement this nested function in Scala. So you can see I have a main method. Okay, I have a main method. Generally, you will be having a method and a main method. So this is my user defined method, which is add, and I have created a main method, and I need to call this add method from my main. Yes, right. You can see I'm just calling my add method with the 3 arguments, since I have three arguments in my method declaration, A, B, C, and all these are integers. Now I am passing three integer arguments, 10 comma 10 comma 10. So immediately your compiler will call this method. It will come to this part. Okay, so when it comes to this part, next you can see I have written a nested function which is add to. So this def add to will never execute immediately when the main call this add. When the main call this, the compiler, when it comes to this add, it will first execute this part, where you can see this is the line where I am calling add to method within add. Okay, I'm calling my nested function within my actual function. So if you take this add to, how many arguments that I need to pass for add to? You can see x and y, and these two are integers. And you can see here, this is one argument and this is another argument. So you are calling this add to again inside your add to. Okay, I'm just creating and I'm just calling a function from another function. It is something equal to our higher order function, which is a function type which is already there in your Scala. I have given a separate video for what is higher order function. And higher order function is all about when you call a function, when you pass a function as an argument to another function, is called an higher order. Now in this case, if you see, add to is a function, and I'm again calling the same add to function here. So now what your compiler will do, first your compiler will execute this add 2 of b comma c only. Your compiler will first execute this. So add 2 of b. Okay, what is the b value? It is 10, right? You can see here 10, and then c is also 10. So 10 comma 10 I'm substituting to add 2. So x and y will become 10 and 10. So 10 plus 10 is 20. So now it will be get changed to 20. Now again this add 2 will be get executed with a comma 20. So what is a here? 10. So 10 comma 20. So x will be 10 and y will be 20. So x plus y, that is 10 plus 20 equal to 30. So now you will be getting 30 as the output. I will just revert it back. I will run this code. Yes, so you got 30. So here we have discussed about how the actual function is called, and within the actual function, how come the compiler will know how I'm calling the nested function? Yes, I'm calling the nested function add to a comma, then again I'm passing the same function as an argument for add to, and first the argument, that is add to of b comma c, is the first starting point for the compiler to execute. Once that is done, then again this outer add to of a comma, and output of the second argument will be get substituted and executed, and you will be getting the output as 30. Okay, so once you practically run this program in your workstation, in your laptop, you will come to know what is actually doing. I'm just explaining the flow. You can debug it by changing few conditions over there, and you can able to have a better understanding. And you can even try a factorial program in Scala, which is again implemented with a nested concept. If you just search in Google, you will get for sure. So you will be, for getting a better understanding, I'm just suggesting you to go for that exercise. And if you really see that exercise is very complex, you can start with this exercise, then you can jump into that. Okay, even this is a program which I have taken from an internet. I just thought of explaining factorial program in this video, but that is quite complex to explain when the people are basic in Scala. It is very complex for me to explain to them. So that's the reason I've just went to this basic program, which is just an addition operation with nested function. You can just get into the factorial program for a better understanding. So this video is all about just to explain you what is nested function in Scala. So we have many other concepts in Scala as a video which is uploaded already in the playlist, and the playlist link has been shared in the description box. You can go and check all my videos. And thanks for watching a2znowledge.com. If you like this video, subscribe my channel. We have many other technologies videos other than Scala in my YouTube channel. We provide technology videos in two languages, English and Tamil. So just have a look on those videos. Thanks for watching a2znowledge.com. Stay in touch with us.